Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Faye. You okay?
Yeah, very well. How are you?
Yep, all good. All good.
All
Looking forward
good.
to an hour of crafting.
Fantastic. I'm just finding us on the Twilight page on Facebook. Hi, Kate. Brilliant.
Hello,
I think
Kate.
people are finding us. I always just post the link from our Twilight Crafts business page onto the Facebook group so people can find us, which is good. Excellent. We've got some nice new things to share, things we've been working on, and some new goodies in the shop.
Things to tempt.
Yes, yeah, we have been busy. Hi, Jill. Brilliant.
Hi, Jill. Hi, Jocelyn.
I can't believe it's Thursday already. It just seems like the week flies by.
Yeah.
And we always look forward to this time of the week because it's our hour of protected time.
Absolutely.
To actually do some crafting. Oh, hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Lizzie. I think if we didn't set aside this hour, we wouldn't be motivated to craft, would we? So
no.
It's the time in the diary that we give to ourselves to press pause and chill and chat and craft.
And look at new lovely things as well.
And look at new lovely things, yes. And just while people are joining us, because we've had a few, well, quite a lot of pre-orders come in for this. So our My Sweet Petunia glue press, we've got more coming tomorrow. So a big order coming from the US. These are the wonderful My Sweet Petunia Nouveau glue presses. So you can dispense the glue. I'm going to use that tonight. So I'm going to put that in its holder. There's a little silicone rest, which means the nib sits in the silicone rest and it doesn't bung up. And then your lid sits on there. And it's got a metal pin inside, so your glue never clogs. So I'm going to set that aside because we're going to be using those tonight. Oh, hi,
I'm going to save about half an hour just not putting the lid on and off again all the time.
I know, you haven't got to take the lid on and off. You can just lift it off the stand. So we totally sold out of the last big order, so more coming tomorrow. And for those who've pre-ordered, you get first priority and those will be shipping out. So exciting stuff. Oh, hi, Susan. Hi from New York. Brilliant. Good to have you with us. Lots of people joining us from our Facebook group, Twilight Crop and Craft, and from our YouTube channel. So we're live on both. So let's whiz through what's new and then we're going to get to some crafting. Is anybody crafting tonight? Anybody getting any crafting time? Debbie and I have just run outside because we're part of the Aurora Borealis alerts group, and in the UK they said there might be a sighting, but we've been out.
Oh, it's cloudy. It's very disappointing.
But
it's
I'm
cloudy.
Going to look at this. If this comes out on camera, look at this. Can people see? It's like this. Yeah. This is what's outside my house. You can see my son's basketball net there. Look at the purple. That's a bit spooky, isn't it? So I can't see the northern lights, but that is what the clouds look like. There's definitely some purples here. A bit twilightish, we thought.
Very nice.
Kate, you can
you're
see
so lucky.
Sure. So that's how cloudy it is. I think if it was a clear night, I think that would be stunning. And people in other parts, it's as far as Italy, I think. Strong chance of seeing. But look at that. That's it. What 5 minutes before we went live, Debbie and I ran outside our houses to have a look. And you just had blue sky, didn't you, Deb?
Just blue sky. You know what that looks like? Do you remember Ghostbusters when there's that terrible storm at the top of the Empire State Building? You see all those clouds. It looks like that.
It looks like that. It's like a movie, isn't it? So exciting stuff. But that's as far as we got to see the northern lights. So I don't know if anybody can see the northern lights from where they are, but there's supposed to be a strong burst around 8 o'clock, but that's all we got to see. So hopefully if you've got clear skies, you might be able to see it. So what have we got? So we've got our colour swatch chart. These have been flying out the door. These are our little, Debbie, you've made this lovely little stencil. So it comes in a little pocket and you can swatch all your inks. And thank you to Kate as well, who alerted us. We've now added Scorched Timber, which is the newest colour. So into the colour swatch chart, you can just add that on. And then look at this. Now, I think
that is gorgeous.
I just picked some of my favourite papers. Vicky Bouton's Wrapped in Ribbons collection, the new Christmas collection. Look at this. I love both sides, the A side and the B side, and the little trim. Love that. Now, we talked about this before. American Crafts didn't name her papers, so we've got this number as the name. So on the website, this is number 5. I've used the last 2 digits to name the papers. So I think poor Vicky was a bit disappointed about that. So that's paper 5. I've only picked a few just because of time. They're beautiful. This is paper 7. It's like a string of lights. I'm sure Vicky had some really creative names.
Oh, I bet she did.
Bet she did.
She spent a lot of time deciding on them too.
Yeah. I love this. This is almost like gingerbread kind of paper. Oh, hi, Sue. So this is paper 8 from Wrapped in Ribbons. That is beautiful. Let's look at the other side. And she's brought in a kind of pink.
Nice.
So typical, you've got a real eclectic mix from Vicky.
Perfect, because that's going to go perfectly with what I've made.
Yes. It will.
I like that.
That is beautiful. 09, paper 9. So these are in our next month's subscription kit. So you're going to enjoy working with these, Deb. This is our subscription kit for next month. But Wrapped in Ribbons. I've just picked out. These are the 4 that will go in the kits. And then to go with it, her stencils I love. Look at these. $5.99 pack of 3. Beautiful. And then she's got some lovely ephemera packs. You've got the icons and the journaling. Let me hold those up so you can see. Great if you do journal your Christmas or December daily, or just documenting your scrapbook pages. There's also a thickers pack. I've left one of the packs upstairs, but there is a lovely thickers pack. And then the alphabets. This has got like gold stitching on. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. That's Wrapped in Ribbons. And then, have you seen the new Tim Holtz collection? Because Ideology have got Christmas 2024 out. I love this. Look at this. Sparkly plaid.
Wow.
So it is 9-inch by 6-inch. This is craft cardstock. So it's got a craft base, but it's got sparkly plaid. Look at that. So, and then we've got this one, which is called Backdrops. I like the size of these because they work well for scrapbook pages. They are 6 by 10-inch.
Oh, nice.
6 by 10-inch backdrops. And look how many designs you get in there. So quite nice if you don't want to waste a whole 12 by 12 paper. And then Tim Holtz has come up with loads of wonderful things. So ephemera galore. We've seen the paper dolls before, but this is paper dolls and layers. So you get a whole mix. If you like vintage.
And are they kind of Christmassy themed as well? Is that poinsettia there?
Yeah, got poinsettia, candy canes, vintage Father Christmas little sentiments. And then you've just got the ephemera pack. You see that if I hold it up?
Oh, hello, Ali.
Hi, Ali. I hope you're warm enough in your caravan. I've got my heater on behind me. This one's just called Layers. This is, I know Tim Holtz collects all these vintage signs and then he turns them into scrapbook ephemera. So things he finds along the way. Now, this is my favourite. I think I'm going to be purchasing this. I think this one is perfect for scrapbooking. So this is called Baseboards and Transparencies. You can see it's quite a chunky pack. But they are windows, little shop windows. This is like almost like acrylic. They're like thick baseboards and acetate, snowy acetate windows.
Oh.
And I just think they'd be good frames for scrapbook layout. So that's a really chunky pack. They are called Baseboards and Transparencies. So that's Tim Holtz. Also, we've got some of these. Have you seen these before, Deb? The moths. So we've had the butterflies before. We've got the acetate moths.
Oh.
Yeah, this one I love, Ali.
I love the butterflies.
This is going to be my treat for Christmas because I think I could put these on scrapbook layouts the little windows. I just think they're great. So yeah, acetate moss, they're good size for scrapbook pages. And then sticking with the Christmas theme, if you love dies, these spellbinders, I just couldn't resist these. I mean, I'm a big Nutcracker fan. We've got windowsills of Nutcrackers in our house at Christmas. And this is build your own Nutcracker, and it's a really good size if you wanted to make a scrapbook embellishment, because it's 6.5 inches tall, which is cute.
Oh, right. That'd make a nice card as well, wouldn't it?
Dancing Gnome Alfie, you can actually swing the legs back and forth on these, because he's got a little rotating legs, so that's quite fun if you wanted a moving part. You've got stitch string lights, and these are stitch dies. So it punches the tiny little holes.
It does the holes, and you can add the... Oh, that's nice.
Can you imagine that on the top of a scrapbook layout?
Yeah, it'd be lovely.
As a border, and they'd all be stitched. So that
Very
comes
nice
with these pieces that you stitch. That is beautiful. And they're not Christmas themed, but there's some beautiful examples on the website of rainbow umbrellas if you were doing a get well card, or somebody had been going through a bit of a difficult time. Dancing in the Rain, it's called.
Oh, that's cute.
So that's beautiful. Spellbinders. And then some tools. So I'm going to be using this tonight. If you struggle to pick up little bits, these are 2 different types of pickup tools. So here's one of my tiny leaves that I'm going to be using in the live. Here's my little pickup tool. It doesn't feel sticky, but it picks up the pieces. So if you had tiny little gems, or you wanted to position your tiny little, I've got the little pack of what do you call them, in those little zippers, Pink Fresh Studio gems. Yes. So these tiny little things, I might use some of these tonight. The little pickup tool picks them up, and you just place it where you want it, and it picks it up, and you can place it where you want it. So if you get little fiddly things that you want to be picked up, it's just, how genius is that?
That is brilliant.
So a little pickup tool, 2 different types of pickup tools. And then finally, we've been playing with these more distress embossing glaze colours, and we've got the new colours coming, because there's a new release of 12 colours and 12 new distress spritz. So we got new distress spritz on their way. Little mini embossing pad if you just wanted a small embossing pad. We've got the embossing dabbers, and we've got some crackle paint, translucent crackle paint.
Oh,
so that's about it. Yes. Oh, Tina, you might have one of those from years ago. They've been around for a long while, but little pickup tools.
I had one from Quick Cuts, but it all went funny.
This is
for
just
picking up the little card bits to make card toppers.
So there's that one, and this one has got 2 different ends. So you've got this is a precision pickup and placement tool. So there's 2 different types. Where it is, that's the trouble. That's like Debbie said, I'm sure I got one of those
somewhere I have.
So that's it, that's the goodies. But we are going to be getting a bit messy, aren't we, again tonight? Oh, Debbie, you wanted to show your beautiful creation.
Well, I've got a new stencil that's not quite listed yet on the website, and I stenciled it, and then I decided I wanted to do some stitching. So it is a stitched and blinged up Christmas tree.
How gorgeous is
that? I will definitely be using that very, very soon.
So is that going to be a 12 by 12 background?
Yes. Yeah. And I think I might leave it. I'm looking at the colours. If wrapped in ribbons, I think it will go really well. I think I'll be able to have a lovely little
you need a little bit of ephemera or something just to embellish.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And after all that stitching, I don't want to cover too much over, because it did take a couple of hours.
It took you a while. It's beautiful. So we're going to be playing with inks, aren't we? Playing with inks, playing with dyes.
What background were you going to use? Were you going to use the sea-ish one?
Yes. So I've got this paper from, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of doing something with that, but with all these lovely leaves. Last week we made a background, didn't we? So we were working on
Yes.
our mixed media background.
I'm debating using this one.
Yeah, let's go for it and see how it goes.
I've
So
got this from the last, that was my masking bit of card that I've got, so I've got that I could use as well. And I've got my leaves. You've got frames out, haven't you?
yeah, I've chosen this lovely frame from the frame set, this large one. So I'm going to be working with this. It's in the frame set that comes in the subscription kit.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got.
So
I haven't chosen a photo yet, which is my dad.
So let's talk through. Let's see how we're going to. So the things you need for this. So you need some scrap white cardstock. And we're going to be creating this beautiful background. And then die cutting to make our own. And you've made some of these, I know, Deb. Beautiful.
Yeah, I've got some ready. I've also got some green that I have made.
So this is what we're aiming to create as little embellishments for the scrapbook layout. So using any kind of leaf dies that you have. These are just a couple I dug from my stash.
These are mine left, but I did do darker colours for the leaves, so I've got a huge range of colours and patterns. And
so let's show how we just made the background, because it's really easy to make. So we took the colour swatch for Summer Porch, and this is the colour swatch postcard that we have on the website. So we've matched all the distress inks and oxides with this collection to pick the colour tones that match perfectly. So we've gone with 2 greens, and I've picked Peeled Paint and Rustic Wilderness. I'm not going to use the blues for the leaves. That's going to come in a bit later. So you want a piece of acetate and a little messy mat if you've got one. I can find mine hiding away. I like this very small little messy mat because then it can work right by the side of me. And I started with the lightest green first, so Peeled Paint first.
yeah, that's what I did. I might add some more Rustic Wilderness on the top of this.
Yeah, just kind of layer it up.
I might do some stenciling on this one now because I've done the stamping. So I think it might be stenciling now.
Yeah, so I created a bit of a smooshy background first with some acetate, because you kind of want to create a bit of a distressed look in the first layer. So you're building up, you can see, and you want some little white bits showing through is okay. And then the stamps I've got like crackle backgrounds. This is a this is an Andy Skinner stamp. I think I found like on a marketplace somewhere. You can kind of generally, probably older stamps.
I got my rubber stamps out because I've had these for ages and I thought I should get them out again.
Yeah, you think, oh, I should use those.
I've made this, which just to try, which should be a really good background for the Summer Porch ones, using stamps. So I think I'm going to just have a go because I've got some leaves, but I can make some more.
Yeah,
I'm just going to have a go.
Yeah, it's good to just sort of show how it builds up. So that's one layer. You can use a heat gun to heat set it, but it kind of dries quite quickly. So you generally don't need to. And then darker green on the smooshy mat. Oh, Steph was having a doze. She's just watching from bed. No crafting tonight for you, Steph. The nights are definitely getting a bit colder now, aren't they?
Oh, and it's such a long term. Whoever decided 8 weeks was okay
Yeah.
with a first term back. To be honest, they want shooting. I mean, 8 weeks.
Oh, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Well, I got honeymoon to look forward to in half term, so I'm looking forward to that. Gonna be not even
Another holiday, Faye.
Another holiday. Don't talk about it. Don't mention it. I promise I'm not always on holiday.
It doesn't feel like it, does it?
No, don't feel like it. I still got my last one to scrapbook. I've got partway through.
This is the stamp I was thinking about that would have gone really well with the background we were recreating. If I could have embossed it. Have a look at this. It's lovely.
You were thinking like this. It's kind of like the shipwrecked
like the netting. Look at that.
Netting. Oh,
that's really nice one. But I tend to do it so it's kind of rustic because
that's what I'm doing with this one. I'm not going to put it on a stamp block. I found
that's what rubber ones are particularly good for, because you can just do a tiny bit.
Yes, like that. You don't want a whole square of it.
No, just build up.
Yeah. And then I went with peeled paint, because it's interesting when you water down peeled paint, it comes out lighter. When you stamp with it, it's much darker, because it's obviously not watered down, so you get a different tone again when you use it on a stamp. Well, I just went all over to create this. Let me hold that up. You can see. And then maybe with a slightly different texture. So what have we got? We've got a really crackle. Should we go this crackle one? In rustic.
With mine, I did do a little bit of brown as well, which looked really nice. Some of my leaves, this one is just rustic wilderness, and I've got a bit of brown. I think it was gathered twigs.
Nice. And obviously when you die cut it, you're only going to get a little bit, because you don't know which bit is going to land on your die cut.
No.
So some of it might be more white, some of it might be more dark green. So that's your background.
I mean, you can carry on building it up for ages, can't you?
You could, yeah. You could add some white Posca pen. You could add some ink drops. You could go in with another tone of green. You could keep adding till you're happy. But equally, as you said, some that are more white are still just as effective if it's got just a stamped background.
Well, this leaf ended up being like having a white smoosh on the end, but I think it looks lovely. I'm quite pleased with it.
Love it. So that's your background, and then you obviously just lay your dies down, run it through the die cut, and out come these beautiful little leaves that we're going to scrapbook with tonight. So
that's what I love, the little sidekick I've got for, because you can kind of sit and do it in front of the telly. It's brilliant.
Yeah. So that's our leaf. So that's what we're going to be using. Let's put that away. So Deb, I know you've been busy thinking about little Christmas projects. So as well as your beautiful scrapbook background, you've been thinking about some cards, haven't you?
Yes, because we've got our Christmas crop coming up, and we thought if there was any interest, we might do a little
little make and take.
Yeah,
and actually it brings people together, and they can create something whilst chatting and crafting, but you're going to make up little kits.
Yes, yes. Christmas trees.
Yes, because you've been designing little genuine stencils, haven't you?
Yeah. So I've been playing with those, and I've played about with ideas. So yeah, I'm going to make up some samples now. I'm happy with what we've got, and then yeah,
great.
Yes,
Love
it should be fun. It's not going to be something that will take you all day, but
no, like just an hour, just a little hour for a little make and take, because it's nice to do something different.
Yes,
and come away with 4 little Christmas cards.
Says the person who stopped making Christmas cards a few years back.
I know, but sometimes it's nice if you've just got some special friends, crafty friends who appreciate what you've made. Like I don't send Christmas cards as much as I used to, but there's a couple of friends who I still would, crafty friends who would get it. Right, so here's what I'm thinking. This is the little bit of offcut we used last week that was the masking piece.
Yeah, I've got mine here.
So I'm going to use that to back this little square in the middle. And that's going to be the base with my photo sitting slightly off.
Are you backing the whole thing or just the middle?
No, just the middle square, because I think this is like a window and I wanted the paper to show through. I thought if you back the whole thing, you lose all that lovely paper with all the...
Yeah.
So I didn't want to cover it all up. That was the plan. So what has everybody else been up to this week? Has it been a busy week for everybody? I know Ali's away, so she's enjoying a bit of downtime, which is lovely. I need that little bit of downtime sometimes.
I need to find a photo now.
Right, I'm just going to trim this down. And I know last weekend we were at a retreat with the shop, so there were some lovely layouts being made there, some beautiful kits in the country.
People, didn't we? It was really nice.
Yeah, we got to have a quick little wander around, didn't we, when we were delivering people's orders, and there were some fantastic projects going on. Trim that down a smidge. Lovely. Okay. Got my little glue gun. This is where this precision is so good. Very thin. This is why you said you love this for Cutfiles, Deb.
Yes, it's absolutely brilliant.
Straight back on the stand. Right, let's check I got this up the right way. So that's the windowsill at the bottom. And I quite like this here.
I'm going to do my mum and dad on holiday. That's what I'm doing.
Ah, yes. It took me quite a while to go through my photos and find anything that was a bit beachy or a bit like seasidey. I didn't have many.
Well, I've got no holiday photos apart from a rainy weekend in Tenby. Because I've been anywhere.
Been too busy.
Yeah.
Right, so that, and then my photo's going to go here on that background piece. Right, let's see how I might use. Oh, Ali, yes. So we are using the beautiful Summer Porch collection. So it's 49 and Market colour Summer Porch, and the papers are beautiful. Let me just get the kit. So this is coming in your sub kits, Sue and Ali, because I know you're subscribers to the monthly kit, and you've got some really contrasting papers. So this is called Splendor. This comes in the kit. That's the B side with the little memories. You've got some lovely florals. Look at the B-side there, seagulls. Beautiful. And then we've got this one, which I like both sides of. What's it? The other side is stripy. And then Debbie's one, which is like the
like kind of really pale, but on the other side, well, see, the other
sheet.
side is this. And this is lovely as well.
Oh, yes, that is lovely. That's what we use for inspiration for the other layout.
I don't know.
But I think I'll use the side you're using, Deb. Oh, you might. Oh,
yeah. I might turn it around. Sorry, I've just got to do something with this because my blade is stuck up with glue and I just can't stand it anymore.
Aha! Tell us your top tip. What's that?
It's a little glue.
We've got some of those on order. We've got some of those.
I saw that.
I used to. Oh, here's mine. This is genius. This is a little sticky stuff remover.
Yeah.
So you can
brilliant.
just rub the sticky bits off. That's probably about 15 years old. Has anybody else got one of these? Yours looks old, Deb.
They do last forever, though. They last really well.
Yeah. Who's got one of those in their stash? Again, Tina will say, yeah, I got one of those. It's like the pickup tool. We got it. So I lost this for years, and then all of a sudden I found it, and I was frustrated when I lost it because there were several times I needed to take little bits of sticky off my page.
I use it a lot. And if you've got labels on something, you know, like horrible sticky labels, if you want to get it off glass, this will get it off as well.
It's genius.
Quite therapeutic as well.
Yes. Yeah, Jill's got one somewhere. Steph had one at some point. Yes.
I just can't stand it sticking to the paper. It feels so horrible. Then I don't feel like it's straight.
We all had one once upon a time. It will be somewhere. We're just not sure where. Right, let's see how we might build. So let's see how these leaves might come in here. Tropical leaves. Let's see. And some of these are laser cuts. So I've got the deeper green laser cuts here. Let's just play about with this. Little blueberries are cute. Yeah, does it get sticky bits off scissors? It does. That's what you're doing there, Deb.
Yeah, but it's off the postage labels because my printer will not print in the right place. I have to trim all the postage labels off, and the sticky has started getting on the blade.
Aha. The
last time I cut a great big pile, I thought, oh, that's not good. And it's not good because just cutting the paper then it's sticky and horrible. And
that's on your rotary trimmer.
Yes.
So yes, it will get sticky off blades as well. Keep an eye on the website, Kate, because there will be getting those in the next week or so. They're handy, very cheap, handy little tools.
And once you've got one, it will last forever. There, good as new again.
Good as new.
Good as new.
Sticky.
Oh, I love a little quick fix.
Sticky stuff all gone. Right, so I'm putting a little clusterage here. Might add some of these around the bottom here. Little leaves. Relax and unwind. Love this place because these papers quite busy, so you need to know how to. It's like it doesn't need too much, but I felt like it needed a bit of detail, and I felt like tropical leaves or
is it too plain a background?
Yeah, but I think once you start adding all your leaves, the green contrast could look nice. Or try to get that. Think about how you would. Yeah, this clusterage is.
I think this one will be better.
And I've got some of the blueberries that tie in with the blue background with the green here. Oh,
and I've got loads of leaves. I can't see very well what you're doing. You're putting your clusterage up around your window.
Yeah, so I tuck some behind the window. Let me lift it up.
Yeah.
Some behind, some on top. And the blueberries are from the laser cut packet.
Right, I'm going to have.
And I just think it's not going to need much because the background
No.
is so beautiful. I don't want to lose that starfish
No.
there.
Right.
Oh, the sticky stuff remover is good, Steph. Yeah, you can get that from the Range or B&M.
Or do I go and just make the photo like that and trim it off? Have it in the middle?
Yes, have it as a square. Because actually you don't need the legs. Sorry, Mum and
Mum and Dad, I don't need your legs.
Sorry, Mum and Dad, but your legs are an inconvenience in this picture. Sorry
Chopping
about
them
that.
off. They don't fit in the window, Mum.
But these, you would think, well, these little blueberries, you think, what can I do with those? But actually, I'm going to get a couple more of those out. And then the green laser cut leaves are nice. So this is called, the laser cuts are called Summer Porch by Land. The frames are beautiful. I used a frame on the last layout. But these are quite beautiful. I like those little binoculars as well. Let's see if we might be able to use the binoculars. There. These are berries. Very nice. See how delicate they are. Yes. Oh, I think Nicola's joined us. I think bedtime is done. Well done. Oh. Good work. Berries. Berry arch. These ones.
I popped round to Mum earlier and Princess Pearl is crawling.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's no stopping her now.
Yeah, so look out.
Look out.
And she's reaching up for stuff as well. She's almost sitting up from lying down.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's gonna
oh my God, she's gonna be trouble.
She's gonna be keeping everybody busy.
And she's on solids now, but she won't stop and she screams when it's gone. She's not impressed.
She's fuming. Absolutely fuming that it's all gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we were eating our breakfast the other day. She was not impressed because she wasn't having any at the same time. So funny.
She is funny.
Yeah, if only running around them made you lose weight. I should be about 5 stone now.
Keep you on your toes. I do like that little ribbon. I can't work out if that's a laser cut. It looks almost 3-dimensional. That is just a piece of laser cut. That's phenomenal. I can't believe how they get the delicate designs of these. What do we think?
Sticky stuff remover. I've never seen that.
Yeah. Yeah, my mum used to use it.
Oh, did she?
Is it like a spray, Steph, or I can't remember? It's yeah. Right, I'm going to start sticking because I think it's all going to move otherwise. If I just stick the centerpiece down, I can tuck all the foliage underneath. Let's get this piece stuck. Yeah, sticky stuff remover is good. You kind of rub it on. It must have, I don't know whether it's got some sort of alcohol solution or something like that, but it just lifts stuff off perfectly. Right, sticking this down. Quite like it's slightly off center. There. I think I'm going to put my little sign on some glue pads. Yeah, look at that with the green leaves layered. It's lovely. Looking good, Deb. Oh, you can get a spray.
Some for me customized. Oh, a spray or a
liquid. That's it. Used to be in the Betterware catalogue, yeah. Do they still do Betterware catalogues?
I don't know.
We used to always get Betterware. used to sell some great stuff in there. I love this place. Right, let's get on this glue with these lovely little pieces. Layerage.
Need to find some.
What are you picking out? Some laser cuts, Deb?
Yeah, I'm looking for laser cuts now.
Okay. You've got plenty to choose from.
Yes. There's loads, aren't there?
Yes, wonderful. So much to add. Ooh. Oh, okay. Wiggling about.
I don't know if this bow might be too big. I'm just getting my bow.
I picked that bow and I love it, but I don't know if it's too big.
Right, I'm just going to get it out. Try.
See what it looks like. Ah, Nicola's used some of that sticky stuff remover before. Yeah. Genius stuff. It's also like, has anybody heard of that the pink stuff that you can get
really
marks off of things?
And also the magic erasers are really good. They take, if you just rub something like a really dirty oven door, it just takes it off and it just looks like it's just like a little foam pad, and you don't think it's going to do anything, but it does.
Oh.
I might put that there. What do you think?
Yeah, sort of flowing off the bottom.
Yeah, I quite like that. It looks
stuff, getting off stains off shirts. That's what you need for the old school shirts, definitely.
Oh. Well, don't even go with how they come in from nursery. Oh my goodness. Turned into a violet Beauregard last week. Purple legs. Well,
blue.
Yeah, purple face, arms.
Oh, I love it.
They've spent a couple of mornings just playing in a huge muddy puddle. It's absolutely in its element.
Have they got some good photos?
I don't know. They wouldn't. I suppose they might send them.
Oh, is this at nursery?
Yeah. Oh God, I'm not playing in muddy puddles at mine. I'm sorry.
I had wondered.
No.
No.
That's why they go to nursery.
Not at Grandma's house.
No. That's what nursery's for. Muddy puddles.
Messy play.
Yeah.
Right, so building up a few leaves here. And then these lovely blue berries.
The little blueberries are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, they just give a tiny little bit of detail. It's just perfect. It ties it all together, I think. And there's these ones. So I popped these ones out and I didn't use them as a whole bunch. I've broken them up so that you can distribute them about. So you can either use them whole, or when I've done a class with Jan Marowitz, she just pulls little bits off. And she says, I just want to use these in little pieces. And that equally works well. That's why I love doing classes with her, because I wouldn't ever think of pulling apart. Oh, thank you, Helen. Just love this collection. It's just so easy to use.
I don't know if I need any more.
I got this little plant pot to sit. Oh, I love the little camera you've got there, Deb.
I think that's... Well, I've got to move it now and try and get it in the same place, haven't I?
Oh, you've got to try and stick it down. That
Yeah.
is the next challenge, yeah. Right, I'm going to put my plant pot on some foam because I want that to have a bit of dimension, and then I can tuck leaves underneath.
Foamy dots.
Oh, Steph, I love your story. I had to move as you were uncomfortable. Child said to me, I'm not. I said, well, I'm 10 times your age nearly. And then colleague said, no, you're not. Yes, I'm nearly 40 and they are 4, so I am. Oh. I was out with a friend yesterday and she said she was doing new parent tour. She's a reception teacher. And she actually, she qualified the same time as me. And she was ending up recognizing a parent who she taught, and she's now doing tours for the parent's child to join. She's like, oh, that's when you know you've been in this a long time.
I had a shock when somebody walked out of an interview and I thought, oh, that looks like an adult version of child who went through school. And it was. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
And I thought, gosh, if she had a clone, that would be it. Well, it wasn't a clone, it was her.
Oh,
yeah.
Dear. That happens to us all. Yeah.
To be fair, that must be quite unusual going back to teach at the school you were a pupil at, mustn't it?
Yeah, I have known it.
Yeah.
People stay in a village and then they end up qualifying and then they go back to the school they were a pupil. Oh dear. You must love it.
She must have had a happy time in school.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
I was just impressed really that I remembered her name.
Yeah. Very impressive. Few little blueberries. I've ripped this blueberry up into pieces now and it's going to come out of the plant pot. No one will ever know. So I've put a few leaves. Let me just lift this up here. So I've done a little clusterage.
Wow, Nicola.
Looked after everyone in the NICU in 1985. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's amazing.
But that's lovely, isn't it? Because it means that people love their jobs as well.
Yeah.
You know, when they stay like that, I think that's really lovely.
Yeah. Right. Very therapeutic playing with little laser cuts and die cut leaves. But you could, you could build a wreath. There are so many things. Once you've die cut,
yeah,
I've loads of these.
Loads here as well.
Loads, yeah. I've got loads more I could still die cut that I haven't yet. Stefan, you're still here comment. Yeah. Still going strong. You try and stop me. Right.
I've been where I'm working
how long
22 years, I think.
22.
Yeah. And I've been in school for 32.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why we love our crafting hobby. It's our little relaxing time.
Shame we didn't know about scrapbooking then, because I'd have been right into it even earlier. But it wasn't a thing then.
No. Well, and even when we got into it, it wasn't much of a thing, and now it's become more popular. Steph's 22 years, coming up soon.
Gosh.
Amazing.
Happens to the best of us, Steph.
Right, I'm nearly done. Put the foam pad on this sign, and then I reckon this is done. And I got an idea for the next one, but I won't get to start it tonight, but I'll show you what I'm thinking, because I've been using some embossing powders and one of your wave stencils, Deb.
Oh.
I'll show you what I've been...
Right, this isn't going to take me a long time to finish once I've got me.
I quite like that. That's just what it needed. Right, so here's what I'm thinking. Let me bring this one over. This is work in progress. So I have been using your wave stencil with two colours that match Summer Porch. So we've got Chipped Sapphire and Faded Jeans are the two blues that I think match really well. And then I've been using my favourite product at the moment, the Distress Embossing Glaze Uncharted Mariner. That's just the colour I had, but actually it matches quite well. So I'm going to be building up that. And then, Deb, I thought this cut file might be quite fun with Summer Porch, your sunglasses.
Yes.
So
for ages.
haven't you? Yeah, look at that. So I thought seaside-y, holiday. I've got some holiday snaps, beachy. I might do what you did on one of the other kits where you put the acetate behind and you made these into little specks. But if I stick to the Summer Porch colours, I might ink them saying Lumberjack Plaid.
Yes.
So you get the red sunglasses, you get the blue sea, and then maybe one of those lovely frames or something from the frames kit. So this comes in the kit. What did you use? I mean, a lovely big white frame. Maybe.
Yeah, that's nice.
Did you use this little square one?
Yes, that's what I've used because the middle one fitted my photo perfectly.
Oh,
that's hilarious, Steph. When I was the first school I worked at, my children went to, but I was also a pupil there as well. And when I was there, the 25th anniversary or something of the school came round, and they got all the old photo albums out. So I showed them a photo of me when I was at school, and they were black and white, and they went, "Is that like 100 years ago?" And I said, "Do I look like I'm 130?"
Oh, you cheeky monkeys.
Yeah. But 100 years ago. Yeah. No, wasn't about 100 years ago.
No, it might feel it sometimes.
Yeah.
But no.
It's really hard though, isn't it, to have a concept of time? I mean, when they don't know what DVDs are, they don't have any concept of a phone that isn't a touch screen.
Yeah.
You know, it's
remember when we used to dial the button and it used to go
yeah.
That was the first phone we had, I remember.
Oh yeah. We thought we were the bee's knees as well.
When we got one that you just press the buttons, well, we thought that was genius. And then we used to have a house phone that was then wireless. And do you think we could find that phone? It would get left. You know, that we didn't have mobile phones back then. So this house phone, if you lost the house phone, it was like...
Things haven't changed, and then you didn't have your watch, did you, to find it?
No, exactly. Now I can't find my mobile phone because I'm constantly... Luckily, I haven't got my watch on, but I've got an Apple Watch. So I go find my phone, and then it beeps. And my little boy says, Mummy, you always say that. Yes, because I lose my phone a lot. Sorry, causing you to just choke now.
Oh,
with the crazy stories. Find my phone. That's my constant phrase. So,
there's lots of things, aren't there, stuff that they don't know anymore. Sometimes I think some of the phonics things, some of the stories are quite old-fashioned because it talks about things that they just don't know about.
No concept. Look, I can even start to use more of these lovely leaves. So I'm going to build, I haven't finished my C yet, but just to give an idea, I'm going to ink my sunglasses in, what do you reckon, lumberjack plaid?
I reckon lumberjack plaid, yeah.
Or
it's
fire
brilliant
brick.
red. Lumberjack plaid. It's a perfect red, I think, for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I would need to, maybe, to get some more red in, bring some of these red florals in, just to, if I'm going to do red sunglasses, I'm going to have to go.
Would you have some little ones decorating the edge? You know, you get really wacky glasses sometimes with things decorating it.
Yeah.
Or it might be too big.
But like some of these flowers, I would snap off. Like that's a whole big piece. I wouldn't use it as that big piece.
Yeah.
This is what Jan Marowitz taught me. I was having palpitations in her class. She's like, if you just want that bit, just snip that bit off. And then you can just say, I'll just tuck that piece.
I think it is a bit different, though. When you have an unlimited supply, I think it's easier to experiment.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes you're there and it's very precious, isn't it? Because you've only got so many bits. And
yeah,
you
but
kind
since
of...
I've done a class with her now, it's given me confidence to think, well, I'm not going to use that big laser cut because it's too big. But if I can just chop it.
Yeah.
And as long as you're careful.
I think Paige Evans does that a lot on mini books as well.
Cuts her ephemera.
Yeah, she chops it. Yeah.
Makes it go further as well.
Yeah. And it looks lovely tucked out of, you know, peeking out of little things.
Yeah. I don't think I need a red frame. I think once I read the glasses, that's going to be... Are you still sticking? Shall I just ink my sunglasses before we finish? Because I feel like...
Yeah, I just got my bow to stick on and then I think I'm...
Let me just try lumberjack. Let's see. While I've got a little minute. Here's my corresponding brush.
Right, I'm just going to trim my end off now that my rotary trimmer is not sticking.
Oh, I've got a bit of scrap paper here.
And the camera's gone AWOL.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. This is good. And this is a new ink pad, so it's very juicy.
Lumberjack plaid is the colour, I reckon.
Oh, it's fabulous. Matches this perfectly. What favourite collections are people you enjoying using at the moment? Is there a favourite collection that you keep coming back to? Or we found the new Simple Stories Cider and Donuts collection very popular at the weekend.
Yes.
Lots of people buying that. And I think Simple Stories have been selling out of it because it's really popular. Oh, Sue still goes back to Nature Study, and we still sell quite a lot of Nature Study. They've discontinued it now, but the stock we have got still sells. It's
just beautiful, isn't it?
One of my favourite sub kits we did.
Yeah.
Nature Study.
I loved Gardenia.
Oh yeah.
Really.
I still love Spectrum Sherbet. Oh, Jocelyn loves Reasons to Smile. So that's Shamil with American Crafts. That's beautiful rainbow colours. Reasons to Smile.
Is that the one with the lovely rainbow speciality paper we've got? Yeah.
Yes, beautiful. What was her one before that I also loved?
What
was
that?
Whatevs?
No, not whatevs.
Not whatevs. What was her? Shamil's previous one. Oh, I know it, but it's gone. Right, I think my brain's. Anybody help me? What is it called? Oh,
we were like this last
you
Saturday,
got it,
weren't we?
It's like name that tune. Debbie and I had no brain. It was called Main Character Energy. That's it. Thank you,
Yes.
Jocelyn. I knew that. Yes, I couldn't think, and that was a nice bright one. Oh, Deb, look at the sunglasses.
They are looking good.
I reckon with a bit of acetate.
Yeah, and you could use your pro markers for that, or alcohol inks.
Oh, look at that! And then it's going to pop with the florals. And
yeah, I reckon pro markers might work.
Red tickets and
yes,
beautiful. This is coming along nicely. You could even like fussy cut the lighthouse here. Some of these leaves you could fussy these leaves would be nice fussy cut.
I'm just thinking I've got the rouge ephemera, but that would probably match.
Rouge would work.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
Jocelyn loves the rainbow colours in her collection. I do. That's why I loved colour study and I just love anything with a rainbow. Right, let's go back. Where were we? So I got an idea for this one, but we've done quite well. We've managed to accomplish something, Deb.
Managed to lay out. It's all good.
Oh, Nicholas says Rainbow Avenue is the latest one I've been working with. Who makes Rainbow Avenue, Nicola? That sounds like a nice one. You will have to look it up. I think I might, in the sunglasses layout, maybe add some of these little. This is called Ombre Glitter Enchanted Forest. The blues and the greens, quite oceany.
You could make a shaker pocket, couldn't you? Sunglasses.
Oh, the sunglasses. Oh, we've got so many ideas. There's so little time.
Or if you had tiny photos, you could put tiny photos in. If you had 2x2s.
Yeah. Great idea. Well, we've totally run over because we were chatting away, but brilliant. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
And we'll be back same time next week.
See you next week.
See you next week. Take care all.
Bye.
Bye.